Good evening, everybody. That's right. It's your boy No Crybaby Rideshare coming back at you from the lovely Las Vegas, Nevada. Current time is 7:40 in the PMs, and it's roughly 82 degrees. Got kind of warm out here today. Doesn't know what it wants to do. Be cold, be hot. Be cold, be hot. But I'm doing this video. One of my subscribers sent me an email with a YouTube link to a driver telling a story of why maybe he shouldn't be a driver, and laughing about it. And let me tell you the story. This is what happened. I watched it, and I will put the link to the story inside the description, so you're more than welcome to go over there and give him your thoughts on this, what he did and what he thinks is funny. Apparently, he went to the airport, picked up a couple from Colorado, a guy and this girl, and what he says 2 or 3 kids. They ordered XL, so they had to have at least 5, I would assume. He got out of the car. Well, this is the first problem I see with the situation. You don't know if there's 2 or 3 kids. You got out of your car, you said, to go help load up the luggage, load them in the car, and you can't tell if there's 2 or 3 kids there. So that's your first red flag as a driver. You're not paying attention. Okay, he drives them to their hotel, not the hotel, but their condo or Airbnb, whatever he said it was. They all get out of the car. He helps them unload their stuff. They leave. He gets back in his car. Well, he decides to take a 30-minute trip down to a rest stop because he wants to get back to his original starting point. So he takes 30 minutes and he ends up stopping at a rest stop to take a piss. Well, when he comes back to his car, guess what's standing next to his car? It's a little kid. The parents, not only their parents stupid because they left their own kid in the guy's car in the back seat sleeping, but he didn't bother to check his car and see that there was a kid left behind in his own car. Come on. You can't be that goddamn stupid. This is why some of you guys don't deserve to be drivers. Yes, I can understand maybe forgetting to look and see if there's a cell phone or, so on and so forth. But how do you miss a grown-ass a kid in your car? That means you didn't even bother to check. You're more worried about getting back to making that money than you were in checking your car. Obviously, if you were paying attention to how many people you had in your car when you unloaded them, you would have seen that the kid was still in the car because you could count people. How hard is it to count people? Apparently, you find it hard to count people. And it's a very sad situation that you get on here and you tell the story laughing about it on top of it. You're laughing about it, thinking it's funny, and then you have the balls to sit there and say you think you deserve the customer to give you a tip for bringing back their fucking kid. Wow. That is some arrogant idiot bullshit right there. I'm sorry. This is why I feel you don't deserve to be a rideshare driver. You obviously don't pay attention to your customers. You don't pay attention to your own vehicle. You obviously think it's funny when you do something extremely stupid. So not only are the parents stupid for not checking to see if they got all their kids, you're stupid for not checking your own vehicle like you should have and being able to know that that kid was there. Luckily, the kid got there safely. Could have been really bad should that kid have been in an accident in your back seat, not buckled in or whatever the case may be. And that's another thing. You got a kid laying down, sleeping in your car. Seat belts, very important with kids. Not to mention, I don't know how big these kids were, but should have possibly been in child seats. So, for this driver, yeah, maybe you should consider maybe picking another occupation other than rideshare driver. Because you totally gave us all a reason to, you telling your own story shows your total lack of ability to do the job properly. You think it's funny. You think you should have got a tip for returning somebody's kid. You're lucky the cops didn't do something crazy with you. You're lucky you're still on the platform. Uber didn't deactivate you. You're really lucky that nothing happened to that kid while he was in your back of your car while you thought it was more important to go get that money. Sad situation, guys. This is the kind of people that they have doing rideshare, that just don't have any common goddamn sense. And as far as you thinking you should have got a tip from the customer, let me tell you something. The customer should have bought you a drink, and then you both could have toasted to how dumb you both are. Not only them as parents, but you as a driver. So that's my thought on that situation. Like I said, I'm going to put the link to the video. You guys feel free to go and, voice your opinions on this. And but another perfect example of why I say this job isn't for everybody, and some people just don't deserve to be drivers. All right, guys. Remember, you are the creator of your own destiny. Nobody's going to do it for you. Good night.